Welcome to motherfucking Really in New York.
Really in New York.
We really in New York.
Really in New York.
Special guest today.
Episode 2.
Zillion's in the building.
What's going on, y'all?
With my co-host, Michael.
Michael.
You know what I'm saying? Baby Low once again. Yeah, so let's jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? How'd you start DJing?
I started DJing like 5 years ago, to be honest. Like, I wasn't even trying to be on no party shit. I fucking hated parties. I can't front. I did not think I would be in this position. I was just doing that shit just to, like, make mixes for the fucking shower.
Right.
That was that.
Just to bump in the shower?
Yeah, when you're trying to, like, listen to a song, be like, fuck, like, I gotta get out the shower just to skip this song. That's the type of time I was on. I was like, nah, let me make mixes and shit. And, like, that's exactly what I was doing. And then, like, I had, like, some, like, family issues and shit, and I had to, like, move to New York. I had to move with my fucking dad in fucking Mount Vernon. Like, that shit was trash. And that's when I met my manager, Jiggy.
Jiggy what?
Jiggy Just.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I met my manager and
Shout
shit.
out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. Big shout out to him. And this is the time when he was, like, in this group called Lazarus and shit. And, like, he would, like, always invite me to parties. And I was still making mixes in time, you know. But I still had no intention to do parties and shit. But when I first went to his party, for the first time, I'd never been to a New York party before at all. I was like, nah,
This is it.
I want to rock this shit.
Yeah,
I could do this shit. And, like, ever since then, like, he fucking believed in me. Like, he already knew I DJ, but he never really knew, you know, who I was as a person, this and that and the third. And I remember, like, what really drove me to do this shit was, like, that night at that party, like, nigga was mad drunk, and, like, we was, like, outside the venue because shit got, like, shut down because of, like, not the roof, but the floor was caving in and shit.
Okay.
And bro was drunk. He was like, nah, like, this nigga Zillion, like, I don't know him like that, but he gonna be something, this and that and the third. I was like, I don't even know bro like that, but I'm gonna fuck with you. Like, and that's been my right hand man the whole time, bro.
That's what's up.
The name Zillions, where did it come from?
Yeah.
Zillion. I have the Zillions on my Instagram because, like, the handle dead taken. Like, I would just have it as Zillion if I had it, but nah. But it came from, like, two different things. Like, my mom would, like, always, like, would say, like, oh, you want a zillion things, this and that and the third. And I remember, like, I was, like, 12 years old maybe, and I remember I got, like, my first Xbox. And, you know, like, Xbox Live and shit, you, like, sign up, they, like, make you a gamer tag and shit.
Right.
It was Zillion Island 5. I was like, I don't know how to change this shit, but I'm gonna just, like, rock with it for right now. So I remember, like, Call of Duty Black Ops, the first Black Ops, I was just playing that shit. There would be niggas
was
on
the best one, by the way.
The best Call of Duty. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Maybe Modern Warfare 2, but nah.
That was
alright,
but Black Ops 1?
Yeah,
that
definitely the best one. But nah, niggas
yeah.
online be like, yo, Zillion, 12 o'clock, this and that and the third. I'm like, oh, this shit kind of cool. And I just rocked with it, bro. So,
it's cool.
That's that.
Nah, I like that name though, cause it stands out. It don't sound like nobody name. You ain't add Lil in front of it.
Lil, no DJ,
no
nah,
DJ.
Zillion.
Yo, nothing pisses me off more than when niggas be like, oh, DJ such and such.
Yeah, that shit hurt my stomach, bro.
We
honestly.
get you're a DJ.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, like, niggas, it's like an old school thing, you know, like, at the end of the day, because, you know, if you was a DJ, like, that was like that's how you let niggas know.
DJ, jazzy jazz.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But we live in a generation to where, like, DJs do more than that now, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas produce and shit. Niggas be hosting and whatnot. So, like, that's why I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah, you be hosting.
Exactly. And, like, also producing as well, producing house music and shit.
Oh, really?
You know, I'm trying to get that out. But yeah, like, that's exactly how it is, bro.
That's what's up.
What got you into house music?
Bro, like, this as, like, a younger kid, bro, like, I just liked fucking jazz and disco and shit and house music. Like, I was just, like, that weird-ass kid in school. Like, niggas would just, like, be bopping, like, this and that and the third, Mad Gucci. Who else? Thug. Oh, I love Thug, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, I was just, like, I was always an open formatted kid at the end of the day, you know? Like, I just always loved different shit.
But the thing is, if you like Thug, you like different shit.
Yeah.
Exactly that. And I was also, like, in that time frame, because Atlanta always, like, fucked with Thug at the end of the day, like, niggas were wearing a dress, this and that, and the third. Niggas Future as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was, like, also like, a hard time period, because, like, I peeped, like, my uncle, like, he lived here in New York and shit. He was a big Thug fan from, like, the jump. And niggas would then, you know, be like, nah, you mad weird for listening to this nigga, this and that, and the third.
Because at the time, when he first came out, nobody understood what
he was a
saying.
questionable nigga at the end of the day, bro. But
right.
niggas started to understand, like, nah, this nigga's on some different shit. And, like, the way people, like, notice that is because, like, mad other artists started to be on, you know, on that type of time. Not just music wise, aesthetic wise, what he's wearing, how he's acting, how he's talking, this and that and third. You know,
everybody calling each other Swam now.
Exactly that. You feel me? That's exactly that. That's how it works.
Very influential. That's why I respect him.
Thug fans were persecuted. Like, you could
Yeah,
not
yeah,
be
yeah.
a Young Thug fan and a
If you was
nigga
a
not.
Young
It was
Thug fan,
hard.
Or even when it was cool to bump Migos when they first came out.
Yeah.
Young and Handsome, or what's it called? Wealthy and Handsome.
Hannah Montana. I remember
Hannah Montana, bro.
Hannah Montana was
This
crazy.
the whole mixtape Migos, like that shit was dead lit him like in Atlanta. I don't know over here, but like nah, like that shit was
That shit was going.
fire. I don't know about Migos now. I can't front, bro. Like nah, mixtape Migos was fire.
Mixtape Migos is the best Migos.
Oh,
I
dude.
don't want to hear what nobody say. If Offset, every bar, stupid.
All of that, bro.
All that's stupid.
Word two.
Oh man. But what you been fucking with recently?
Honestly, like, of course, I'm DJing like every other day. Honestly, every day. Like, even if I'm not posting no flyers on like my story or some shit, I'm always doing like private events or some shit.
That's what's up.
But if I'm not DJing, like, I'm producing. Like, I'm trying to like drop this like mixtape come like January, February, like surrounded by 80s movies and music as well, because that was like my favorite era just in general. And it's actually really, really inspired by Teen Wolf, the original Teen Wolf, not no MTV
word?
Teen Wolf, but the original Teen Wolf.
The movie that came out in the 80s.
Yeah, bro. Like
That's
that was like my favorite 80s movie in general. And it's inspired by that, you know. And it's gonna be like mainly like electronic music. There might be like some, you know, hip hop in there if I can. I just love producing electronic music. That's my shit, you know.
I fuck with your mixes because they really know how to get the crowd going and shit like that. I noticed that at a lot of your parties, like, you know how to what's it called, crowd control.
Yeah.
You know that you have that down packed, and
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for that because you know, you did my son Pseudo's birthday party. And
yeah, that shit was
was
actually really interesting. I can't front. But
Yeah, it
before
was
we go
that
into
crazy.
that, like literally just alone as a DJ, like any DJ that is watching this, like it's important to like know your fucking craft and to like know every fucking genre of music there is, bro.
Every genre, everything that's popping right now, you got to find the next big thing. People don't realize how important DJs are, and that's why I appreciate you, because like you that be going crazy. Like,
Yeah,
you
appreciate
really,
you, bro.
You have shit to bring to the scene.
Yeah, I just love manipulating the dance floor at the end of the day, bro. I just love helping, you know, I don't know, a party out, like making everybody fucking happy of all walks of life at the end of the day, playing anything, everything.
You know, I know you hear that roar in the crowd when you play that one song that like everybody was just hoping you would play. You play that, and then everybody just everybody rush to the dance floor. I know you feel that, like that's,
yeah, bro.
that's a
I
different
love this
feeling,
shit.
like.
I love that. And like I remember, like as of like recently and shit, like every like event that I would do, I would always be like either closing or I'll have like a mid-time set. Like I've been DJing at like 12 o'clock and later. I don't be DJing at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock no more at the end of the day. And it's like, bro, like niggas would be like, nah, like we dead waiting for you, like texting my phone, him on my Instagram, like nigga, like where you at, this and that and third. Like right before I could even like press play, like niggas like, oh Zillion, all that shit. Right. I'm just like, nah, like I love it. Honestly, I never thought I would be to this point. Because at the end of the day, like I just DJ because I love it. I wasn't thinking I would, you know, be doing parties and whatnot. Right. It was just all for the love. And like the fact that I could actually like feel, you know, just feel like important basically and feel cared about.
Because you feel the crowd's energy.
Exactly that, bro. And I'm just like, yeah, this is my job. This is what I got to do. And like, you know, it's always a good time, Brody.
So how do you feel? This might be a mixy question. So how do you feel about the DJ scene in New York right now?
Man, I'm glad you asked me that. I got some shit to say.
Right, that's not like that.
I got some shit to say. See, this is why I like this interview, bro, because I be doing interviews, niggas be like, oh, where you from? You know, when did you start DJing? This and that and the third. They don't be asking the good shit like this at the end of the day, because I be wanting to talk my shit. Because niggas think I'm so
this
quiet.
where you supposed to talk your shit.
Feel
Nigga,
me?
we really
So
in New York, you know what I'm saying?
So like basically like the DJ scene, don't get me wrong, like it's really thriving because before I got here, I noticed even before I got on the scene, like it was a big host scene, you know?
Right.
People cared about host more than DJing.
Host was a huge thing, especially 2015 to I would say 2000. Probably recently, 2019,
yeah,
20,
honestly.
like like because now I see you really going crazy and like like hosting shit, like really just doing your thing, and I like seeing that because it's not just about the host. When the host really just be one of the people in the party just getting fucked up.
And
with the people
I'm glad you said that. It's not even the whole DJ scene in general. I got shit to say about the whole nightlife scene in general. Like even like
man,
the host thing, since we on the topic, like nah, like niggas be getting like the name host and promoters mixed up at the end of the day because
it's like I'm not even too sure about that.
Nah,
so,
like it's like with hosting and whatnot. It's like when you look back at it, a host is like the person that's like always gonna rock the mic. like gonna control the crowd when the DJ can't control the crowd. You understand?
Okay.
You know, and like honestly, like hosts have become like the promoter thing. Like I'm just gonna promote this party. I'm gonna be there, and that the fuck is it. It's more to it than that.
That's what I'm saying. So
you know?
that's what kind of confused me in the game.
Yeah,
now, you know what I'm saying? Because people would be like, "Oh, I'm a promoter. Oh, I'm a / host." Like, so like,
nah, they just be promoters at the end of the day. Honestly.
Yeah, they all the same thing, right?
Yeah, they all the same thing. Like that's just how it essentially is. And like even with DJing and shit, like I said, like I do this shit. I would do it for free if I could, honestly. But it is my full time job, so I do expect compensation from it. Not from everything. I still do a few like free gigs here and there, but this is my full time job. And the thing about it is with this DJ scene, it's like people just honestly just do it just to be seen, just to be known, for a photo moment, all of that, and like they don't really got the love for it, you know? Because I can't lie, like DJing is a easy and quick way to be like in the scene, to meet this person, meet that person. But you know, like that's not what DJing was set out to be at the end of the day.
Right.
You know?
I feel like DJing was mainly to help parties and pop artists.
It was honestly, it was especially. I'm glad you said that. DJ was really supposed to put on, you know, the crowd to new artists at the end of the day.
Bro,
That's
nowadays
exactly
everybody just want to put on some Doja Cat. No hate to Doja Cat or nothing like that.
Yeah,
Doja Cat. They want to play some Megan Thee Stallion. No hate to nobody that I'm naming.
Yeah.
But
just
you know,
shit that people have heard.
Yeah, people,
exactly.
Yeah, and that's just repetitive. I don't want to go to the club and hear the same thing that I heard at the last party last week. You get what I'm saying?
But the issue is like the generation has changed to where like that's all the party goers want to hear now. DJing has completely changed. Like people want to hear the same thing over and over again. You know?
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
There's only like a few handful of people that I know that I could DJ for, and I could be myself and like DJ anything, put them on
because
the
they
shit,
actually care about music.
Exactly. You feel me? Like I have a lot of motherfuckers I want to put on. You know, that's here in New York. I would love to play fucking Spliff Happy all the time. I would love to play the Sex Dolls music all the time. Fucking 300 Clay, all that. I would love to do that. But at the end of the day,
shout out Clay, by the way.
Yeah, of course. Shout out Clay and everything, whole gang and all that. But nah, like niggas, you gotta like tablespoon niggas basically, bro.
No. Especially nowadays, because
Yeah.
now it kind of look like you just trying to push your mans and shit.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
because you honestly like you push your man so much, like that's when you be like, I bet he's just his DJ or some shit like that. When honestly, all in all, like I don't mind being, you know, like those my niggas, like I fuck with them, but at the end of the day, I gotta be my own rock star, you know.
Right.
You know, because like my whole goal at the end of the day is like to change the narrative of DJ, is like the whole narrative of DJing in general. Because DJing, you know, they could be like their own rock star. They don't always got to be like behind the booth, you know.
Look at Metro Boomin. Like,
yeah, exactly that.
I don't know if he's technically a DJ, but I mean, like, you know, along those lines.
Yeah, I fuck with Metro. He's a great producer. Not so much of a good DJ, but he actually makes that shit. You know, he actually does that shit, and people fuck with it at the end of the day. He cares about music,
and that's what I care about.
Yeah.
So when people have the common interest and like, you can relate to what I relate to, and we find that common ground. Yeah, that's what's really important.
Exactly
what
that.
I'm saying?
Exactly that, Brody.
Yeah, but I really like what you're doing and how you moving in the whole scene and shit like that. I noticed that you're not really too big on social media unless it's about your business. And
I mean, honestly, it's almost like I don't really got time for that. Like, if I'm ever posting like flyers, like trust and believe it's not me. It's literally Jiggy posting that shit, you know? Because like honestly, like that shit is overwhelming. Like I used to like do like that whole thing, but like bro, like my Instagram DMs is at 99 plus requests, and on top of that, I've never read half that shit.
That's super overwhelming, and then half the people just want to bullshit and
exactly
not even really.
You feel me?
They just want to know some rates real fast, and
exactly,
then
and not book me. Like,
yeah,
I don't like that
like,
shit. You know,
I know.
I don't like it. So like thoroughly, like I have him handling that shit. You know, I'll be on there sometimes. Like I see some shit, but most of the time, like I'm really just either DJing, practicing, producing, or I'm fucking sleeping. Like that's exactly what it is at the end of the day, you know.
One thing I had just recently seen you had posted a new TikTok, and it's about when people come up to you and ask you to play. I know that's annoying. You know, like, why don't you like that? What's your reason?
I mean, honestly, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes, like I'll entertain it. You know, like sometimes, like actually, we got to go back to the pseudo shit. It's like a party like that, I'll accept that shit. Cause I remember it was either you or Shiz. I forgot I played some song. One of y'all pressed me crazy. Like, nah, turn this off. I was like, oh shit.
Because you know what it was? We were shooting a video for that night.
Yeah.
From us on Pseudo's birthday and shit like that. So we had to play that so we could get filmed for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So that's why we had to press that issue real
Exactly.
fast.
I respect it at the end of the day, but it's like certain shit like that shit like be like confusing the fuck out of me.
Nah,
like,
I know. And
yeah.
especially when it's a whole bunch of drunk girls doing it. They don't even know the words to the song. They just, can you play that song that goes, like, nobody wants, get the fuck on my face.
Early, like, honestly, like,
really.
honestly, like, with my crowd, like, if I'm, like, throwing, like, a party, you know, it's like, I'm DJing, my friends are hosting it, like, it's at, like, a space that, you know, we pitched in for, basically, and this is our shit, then, yeah, cool, like, I'm a possibly take the request at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna listen, but most of the time, like, it'd be, like, the dumbest shit.
Right.
Like, why are you in my crowd, basically,
if you don't want to hear what I'm playing?
Don't want to hear what I'm playing and like just asking for like the weirdest shit. Like I forgot what
some shit that don't even fit the mood.
Yeah, like I hate when I'm like doing my thing, like my crowd is jumping, like everybody's having a great ass time, and then like somebody hit, like I'm playing like, mind you, I'm playing like some Cardi shit or some shit, right? And then out of nowhere, I just got into the Cardi, I just got into the hip hop, I'm just in the 70 BPM range. I'm about to have a good time, I'm about to go crazy. Some girl go, oh, you have any Afro beats? Like, I love Afro beats, but that's not my vibe right now. That's not
Shorty with a Bronx
vibe.
wine.
And you know what's worse about it? Shorty would dead ask for it, you would put it on, and they would be wall hugging, not doing shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, nah.
They just want to hear that.
They just want to hear it.
Tell that bitch put on fucking headphones. What you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Like, y'all, like, if you want to agree with me, you can have some headphones on. Like, not everybody's going to agree with the DJ. I told you, I understand that. Right. But, like, nah, like, at the end of the day, like, DJing is like my way of expressing myself, expressing how the fuck I feel at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah,
and so it's like, when somebody's trying to interrupt.
That's just like art.
When somebody's trying to interrupt you, like, you fucked up the vibe. Honestly, you fucked up my vibe as well. Like, now I'm not even in the zone. Now I'm trying to, like, cater you and possibly see if anybody else want to hear that shit.
Because 9 times out of 10, it's only that one person that wants to fucking
always
hear
that one
song.
person, bro. Only that one
and
person.
everybody look at you like, this what you playing?
Like, no funny shit. You know that amphitheater in LES, right?
Yeah.
Bro, tell me why the first time like niggas was like DJing there and whatnot. Like it was crazy. Like that was like the start of the summer for me, honestly. And like I'm going crazy. Like I ain't miss nothing. Like good transitions, everything. And then like I hear like some shawty like in a like behind me basically, and like Clay was there as well. And like she was like, nah, like can you play some? Like, nah, he ain't finna play none of that. This is the best DJ in the city right now. Like watch him out. I'm like, yeah, I need niggas like this around me more often. You feel me? Like nah, like that's just dead how it is, bro. That's just how it is.
The East River Amphitheater shit, was that something? Was that the thing that you did for Lust Hill?
Nah, actually, only done one thing for Lust Hill. It was actually some accidental shit. Shout out to them. Them little niggas they fire. I can't front. Like I love them niggas. Honestly.
So who do you fuck with coming up out the city right now? Like artists, like DJs.
Mainly, fuck. I can't even really say. Like on some DJ shit, it's really hard for me. Like Laporte Twins, like that's off rip. Like them niggas.
I never heard of them.
Laporte Twins, like nah, definitely tapping with them. Any party I've been like spinning, like they've really been with me at the end of the day. And like nigga, I'm the triplet. Like honestly, like them niggas, those are my brothers at the end of the day. Like I'm always gonna jack them. That's good. Shout out Mommy in the middle. But Lust Hill, you know, like they be doing like the raves and shit, like I appreciate shit like that because like the
that's a different culture that they bring.
It's a different culture, and it's a culture that I'm in love with because. Like on some like European shit, like when house music
was crazy.
Yeah, when house music was like making a resurgence basically, and electronic music in general, like they would throw raves in fields and shit in the UK and whatnot, and like they remind me so much of that, you know, like because that's what I was inspired by when I was like, you know, younger coming up at the end of the day, and like that's what I was doing when I came here to New York, and the fact that they're doing it on a way bigger scale is like wow, like I wish I was like that young again, basically to do that dumb shit.
From anything, I get what you're saying.
Exactly, bro. And nah, like I thoroughly fuck with Les Hill. You know, shout out to 6 Bill, 270 Rays, Where the Sykes, all that. You know, I love them niggas to death. But yeah, you know how it goes.
That's what's up. What else was that? Oh, okay.
What's up?
Good question.
Uh-oh.
All right. Nah, it's nothing crazy. How did that train situation happen? That train set.
Oh wow, that shit is crazy.
Cause I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit was.
I did it twice. Like the first time was like sometime in 2019. I forgot when exactly.
Shorty Dan Lee had pulled up. I remember.
That was the second time. This is the funniest story about it basically. So like, I'm not from New York. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and so it's like when outsiders like come here, like they just have the dumbest ideas basically. And my dumb idea was to DJ on a train, basically.
No, but like, nobody thought of that. That's
people have done it before. Like people haven't like had a party in the train before.
I ain't fucking hear about that shit.
I know what he's saying.
Yeah, nobody had like a real vibe in the train is what I'm trying to say. Like, niggas like have like DJ equipment, like spin whatever, like get a like quick little video, but that was it. Like like I wanted to actually have like a whole DJ set, niggas partying, having fun, all that.
Yeah.
So shout out to Liam. That used to be like my videographer and shit. When I was like first coming out, and like he helped me like get that fucking that video all together and shit. Like we did that shit from the L train, the start of the L train, all the way to like Jefferson Street. And we like took that table like out the fucking train and like DJ through Jefferson Street.
I was gonna ask you what train you did that on.
L train,
bro. It looked like that L train.
Yeah, and then like the funny part about it, bro, like that's how like Def Jam tapped into me, and like they saw me doing that shit. They're like, nah, we're gonna call you into the office. Like they called me into the office on my birthday.
Bro. Like,
yeah,
no, like that's fire.
That shit was fun, bro. And like they called me in. They're like, nah, like, you got any ideas? Like we want to like make something happen with you. Like we want to like sign you to the street team and shit. I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, I got an idea. Like let's do this train shit again, but let's do it to Wrong Loud. They're like, okay, bet. Like that sounds lit.
That's hard.
Yeah,
because technically you attached to Rolling Loud.
Yeah,
in a way, you get what
exactly.
I'm saying? It's like you get what I'm saying? Like that's a good attachment to have.
Because at the time, like I wanted to go so bad. Like I was like, damn, first Rolling Loud in New York. Like I don't got no money, but I'm trying to go. And like like that was like my free excuse and everything. And like we did that shit on the 7 train this time because that's when it was in City Field, Rolling Loud. So we did it from City 7 train from like the very start on like 34th Street. Danny Lay like pulled up and whatnot. That shit was crazy. One of the scariest moments like of my life. Like imagine like not only your friends and your homies that know about it, but like the Rolling Loud, festival goers as well, like seeing what the fuck is going on. So you got like a cart full of niggas be DJing and shit, and like they hearing like all the crazy tunes. So, like niggas is jumping up and down. Like you feel like the train like coming off the tracks and shit.
People in the other cars probably like, what the fuck going on?
Yeah, bro, it was mad scary. I'm just like, bro, like I don't want to fold and be like, nah, let's stop this. But I was like, nah, we're gonna keep going, bro.
You gotta go through.
Exactly.
Nah, I was just about to ask, like, do you think that, because this is something that's been boiling in my brain, like the places that you venue affect how people receive the music? Like I would say, like, of course, but I don't know, so I wanted to ask, like, you think that like a great venue would affect a good set and turn it into an amazing set?
I mean, fuck like, yeah. Like at the end of the day, like I be having like my dream is to be like on a festival stage, like on my own fucking terms. Like I actually did my first festival like 2 months ago basically. And like like that changed completely because like you have solidified sound, like good fucking sound, like shit that rocks your fucking chest. Even probably like a visual, like a screen hop basically. Like you put like some visuals on there and shit.
Right.
And like it's
festivals is a different type of energy.
It's a different type of energy at the end of the day because like niggas go there for one thing, to fucking rage and have fucking fun.
They all love drugs. Like
all
right. So before we get off topic, what's your favorite type of show to do? Like, would it be festivals? Or like, would it be like a private
Honestly,
event?
Nah, like... definitely festivals. Like that's exactly what I want to do, long term. And also like, DJ, like, like cool music, like cool, like the shit that niggas want to hear. But then on a long run, DJ like my own music at festivals, my own electronic music and shit. Like I did like the whole private event shit and whatnot. Like even like the A$AP Rocky shit that niggas me and Dick Bayer, shout out to Dick Bayer.
Yeah, shout out Dick.
Yeah, I'm a little upset he's not here right now. He should be here, but
yeah, he soon be on here.
Yeah, facts. But that A$AP Rocky shit, after the golf ball and whatnot, we had to me and him spun at Ludlow House, and like it was fucking cool.
Actually, I think I seen that on Instagram.
Yeah, it was fucking fun. Like, don't get me wrong, like, but it was like shit. Like, all these people got money. Like, they just like trying to look cool. This and that and third.
It's a high fancy club.
Yeah,
everybody think they too snotty for each other.
But one thing I do like about it, like the funniest fucking moment at that shit. Basically, I remember I was just like chilling. Like A$AP Lou was DJing like right after me and LeVar at Dick Bayer, my fault. ASAP Lou was DJing. Like I'm just like chilling. Like I'm enjoying like the music. Like he's like playing like all the right shit. Like all the shit I would be playing. And Rocky comes through and whatnot. Like, you know, daps Lou up and everything, dips. And then I remember like I'm like behind Lou. I'm like, yo, it smells mad good in here right now. Like, what the fuck? I look to the right. Rihanna right
I fucking knew you was about to say that
like,
shit.
yo,
Nah, I would be geeking. I would be geeking.
But it's like it's a space, it's a private event. Like you can't act like you can't geek
Yeah,
out.
nah,
you
you
can't be like, oh my god, that's why I fuck with
yeah.
it. Like, you know, you could, because at the end of the day, like I'm not the person to be geeking over anybody.
But
like,
you know what that is? That's good face card, because you're gonna see you in the future and be like, oh, you was that kid that was rocking the show.
Facts, feel me? Nah, exactly that. So like, nah, like, you know, she put her smelling mad good and everything. I'm like, yo, like this, like I heard so many like interviews. Like I used to watch like a compilation of people talking about how like good she smells and shit. Niggas were not
That's that
lying.
Fenty shit, man.
Niggas were not
That's
lying
that
at all. She
Fenty,
smells
man.
mad good. But nah, like honestly, like festivals and shit. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do at the end of the day, bro. Like I want to feel that energy. I want to feel that rage and shit. I want
Like
to be able to
EDM type feel.
yeah, control a crowd, bro. Like, I feel like that's like
I feel like that's like the tightest shit like a DJ could do. Like to really. It's like like I don't know. It's like like
honestly, like the first festival I did for Move Forward Music, like bro, I felt that shit. I'm just like, I need more of this. Like I want to
it's
actually
like a high you gotta taste.
Bro, it feels good.
Yeah,
it feels really good. I want to feel that more
know.
often, Brody. Yeah.
Nah, I'm glad you doing your thing and you rocking the city and shit like that. You definitely top DJ in the city right now, and that's Stan.
Thank you, gang.
Really in New York,
Yeah,
Stan.
nah,
You know what I'm
Really in
saying?
New York. You heard it here first, gang.
Yeah, the best DJ in New York City right here.
Thank you, gang.
But yeah, fucking, you know, is there anything that you want to talk about before we get you up out of here?
Anything you got planned and shit?
I mean, honestly, that's
any
like
mixes.
Yeah, like mixes type shit. I'm actually about to drop a Halloween mix. Like the cover art literally just finished and shit. And then like I want to drop that little mixtape. Not even a little mixtape. I want to drop that big mixtape.
Big mixtape.
Next year, late February maybe. You know, I'm just trying to get that shit off my chest at the end of the day, bro. You know, to show niggas I'm not just a DJ. I'm also a producer. I'm also an artist. You know,
I like to hear.
That's like what it is.
Plan on working with like
shout out to Nina Woods, of course.
Who was that?
Nina Woods, she's actually the first person I've made music with, vocal wise. At the end of the day, of course, I made beats and shit, all that. But like, she's like the first person to ever hop on some shit.
I might need some of your beats, by the way.
Of course, like nah, I got you. Like at the end of the day, like I want to work with like big names, of course, like K Tronada. Fuck, I can't just think of anything. Pink Panthers is the main person I want to work with. She's fucking good. She's fucking good.
She's going crazy right now.
Exactly that.
A lot of people is rocking with her shit right now.
But yeah, like I just want to work with niggas. Like I just want to get my shit out there. I just want to show niggas I'm more than a DJ. You know, that's that.
Man, fucking, I'm trying to throw a party soon.
Nigga, we out.
We gonna talk. We
got spaces. We got the people. We got that. We got the confidence. What's up?
Oh yeah, and another thing. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Okay.
I want to give you your roses now, and same thing with Michi Bravo.
Yeah,
I want to give y'all roses now because you know what I'm saying. Yeah, shout out my son. I want to give y'all roses now because y'all are, you know what I'm saying. Y'all are progressing at a rapid speed. You know what I'm saying. I like what y'all doing for the community. I wanna. Actually, we want to talk off here about that. But We got some shit planned.
Of course, gang. We gonna get that shit going.
And I appreciate y'all for coming through for the podcast and talking y'all shit and you know what I'm saying, being one of the first guests to come through and support the.
Thank you for having us, bro. Sex Dolls all the fucking way, bro. Like love y'all niggas together, bro. Always moving, just like we moving and shit. You feel me? We running the city. We really New York at the end of the day.
All gas, no brakes, man.
Feel me?
Yeah. But yeah, fucking anything else you want to get off your chest?
Nah, that's it. Like, honestly, just thank y'all so much, bro. Like, just stay tuned to me, Michi, Sex Dolls. Y'all know. Y'all already know.
Bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up, man.
This
has been the Zillion. Wait, what's it?
Really in New York. It's been really.
Hold on. This has been the Zillion's interview. You know what I'm saying? This has been Really in New York, and we really in New York.
Yeah, we really in New York.
Bow.